Cincinnati Children's Hospital is one of the top pediatric care centers in the country. Some people have to travel thousands of miles for the expert care that we have right here. And you're about to meet a family that will never regret the time or travel because their lives are forever changed. This is a miracle 4 years in the making. It brought this little girl's mom, dad, and many others in the room to tears. For the first few years of her life, when she would cry, there was no noise, just tears. Ana Victoria Montano was born with a rare spinal tumor in Mexico. She had surgery to remove it when she was just 2 days old. She spent the first 3.5 months of her life in the intensive care unit. After extensive chemotherapy, she had a bacterial infection that destroyed her airway and epiglottis, so she couldn't eat or breathe on her own. She's been living with a tracheostomy to help her breathe and a feeding tube. Victoria's parents would not give up. They found out about Dr. D'Alacron at Children's Hospital in Cincinnati and reached out to him.
We saw many doctors in Mexico for this specific procedure, but we couldn't find any.
Victoria's parents spent months fundraising so they could bring her here.
Our surgical team, we kind of all sat together and thought about some out-of-the-box ways of dealing with her problem.
She had 2 surgeries to reconstruct her epiglottis in July and October of 2011.
We initially took a part of that ear cartilage and buried it underneath the layering of the back of her tongue near her, where her normal epiglottis should be.
They went back to Mexico, and Victoria began learning how to eat without her feeding tube.
When she came back to us, she was already eating on her own, completely all by mouth.
Victoria and her parents moved back into the Ronald McDonald House last month for the final leg of their journey. Her airway was finally ready for the trach to be removed.
At home, a lot of times when a trach falls out accidentally, it's sort of panic where everybody's running to get it back in.
There was a feeling of overwhelming joy when Victoria started breathing on her own.
I'm very happy, and it's one of the best news since she was born.
Thanks to the perseverance of her parents and the expert team of specialists at Children's Hospital, Victoria will get to live the life of a normal little girl. Isn't that a happy picture? Victoria's parents say they are eternally grateful to the doctors and staff at Cincinnati Children's for changing their daughter's life. She is back home in Mexico now, surrounded by her family and friends.
Gotta love a happy ending like that, Carol. Thanks. New at 5:30.